Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen, the cooktraineatrace.com kitchen. Today we're going to be making waffles for you. Waffles, if you've followed me on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere else, you know are my favorite breakfast food, my favorite recovery food. I make mine with garbanzo bean flour, so I keep them gluten-free, wheat-free, and it really does have quite a bit of protein along with the carbohydrates, which helps from a recovery meal standpoint. So today, we're going to be making banana, peanut, almond, chocolate chunk waffles. Can't get any better than that when it comes to flavor. So let's just jump right into it so I can show you what we're going to be making, the ingredients we're going to be using, and how you get started with an easy batter to make that you can really just interchange any type of ingredients on the inside to make the waffles the way you like. So here are our ingredients. So our ingredients today will consist of garbanzo bean flour, half an ounce of crushed peanuts and half an ounce of crushed almonds, 1 ounce of dark chocolate. This is 88% dark cocoa. I would say anything around 70 to 75% starting would be good. I'm going to save a little bit here for garnish at the end. We've got a 1/4 cup of unsweetened coconut milk. Let's get all those nuts in here. Got to get those healthy fats. 1 egg. If you want to veganize your waffles, by all means do so by using a chia egg. I think that's going to be a preferred method over a flax egg. It doesn't bind as well. And so I'm going to whisk these together right now to form my batter, and then you're probably asking, where's the banana? I'm going to fold in the banana at the end after the batter is created with a spoon, because I like to keep my banana in whole slices so I can get that banana taste without having to use an entire banana in there. That's a half a banana. I've got the other half settled out to the side. Batter gets real thick, as you can see. And I actually happen to like the batter real thick, and the reason being is because it creates a crunchy texture on the outside with a soft interior. So if you like it a little bit creamier, then by all means make sure you add some more milk. And so now we'll just fold in our whole banana slices here. I'll put this to the side here. Whisk. And then just fold in your banana chunks. And actually, this looks a little bit thicker than I actually like it. So I may actually put in some more coconut milk before we go to our waffle maker. But basically, that's your batter. And like I said, maybe a little bit more milk in this one because it is a little bit thick here. So you figure about a 1/4 cup to a tablespoon, 1/4 tablespoon. Typically, if you want it really chocolatey, you want to make the waffle just pure chocolate. What I would do is I would take my chocolate chunks and I would put them with a tablespoon of coconut milk, microwave it for 30 seconds, take it out, use a fork or a butter knife or a spoon, whisk it together basically to create sort of a ganache consistency, and then pour that into the batter, and that will create for you a chocolate waffle. In this particular case, I want the chocolate chunks, so I left the chocolate broken into pieces and did not melt it down, but that's another avenue for you to go. So when we come back, we'll be pouring the batter into the waffle iron that I have behind me, and we'll be ready to eat some waffles really soon. So the waffle iron has been preheated. It's up and ready to run. I did thicken or loosen my batter a little bit with about a tablespoon more of coconut milk, and I'm going to pour the batter into the waffle iron. I should get 3 waffles out of this. I make them a little bit smaller just because I like them round, even though my waffle maker makes square waffles. So you see some steam coming up as we try to work the magic of television to make sure that we're actually cooking on this show for you, so you can see real life, actual events happening. real life cooking, I guess, not real life actual events. Really not much real life here, right? We're talking about making waffles, not sequestration or anything else. That's if you're following current events and can stomach it. That being said, I do have enough batter here to make 3 waffles. They are in the waffle iron right now. As I mentioned earlier, I like to keep my waffles batter a little bit thick so that it gets a crunchy texture and the inside is soft. Now, when you have bananas, that's extra moisture. Chocolate is extra moisture. You've got to be careful with the timing of your waffles so that they don't split. Don't be too aggressive. Don't be chefy, as they say, and we all know what those are. Chefy is the person who turns on the stove, gets the pan somewhat hot, puts food in there, and then starts shaking and clanking and doing all of these things. Don't do that. Cooking is like life. You have to be patient with it. So you kind of want to do what the old Ronco commercial is, right? Set it and forget it. Same thing if you're trying to brown meat, even though I'm a vegetarian. I still know how to cook meat. What you want to do is get the pan nice and hot. Put the meat in there and then leave it. Watch the cooking temperature rise through the sides of the meat as it turns, if you're cooking steak, a little bit more of a dark brown. Once it gets to that point, you can flip it over. And actually, if you can see right here next to me, a little bit of the steam from the waffles coming up. That's how I know they're cooking. This is my signal for patience. Once that steam goes away, the waffles are done. Anyway, so patience is also what I'm going to ask of you. I will be putting out a cookbook, hopefully mid to late April. It will be on sale through my website, which is cooktraineatrace.com. Hopefully you'll enjoy the recipes that are there. You can find me on Instagram at instagram.com/cooktraineatrace with all the food, pictures of the food that I make that you can request recipes. Now, some of those are going to go in the cookbook, so I won't be able to provide them right away. Others, I'll be more than happy to share with you. You've obviously found me on YouTube, so you know where that is, youtube.com/cooktraineatrace. I'm also on Pinterest, pinterest.com/cooktraineatrace. Facebook, the same thing. And Twitter, but race is RCE. A lot of people get it confused with rice. But that's where you can find me. So I ask of your patience on the cookbook. It is coming out. I've been pestered, so you could say, enough to finally put one together. It should have about 40 to 50 recipes. Big concentration on breakfast, since that's where my focus is and one of my favorite times of the day to eat, because I think it's so important to fuel an endurance athlete's lifestyle. It will be plant-based, so I will have suggestions in there for what meat to add to it, but feel free to put whatever you like in that as far as meat is concerned. But they'll all be healthy, simple ingredients, simple foods to make that won't take a long time. So I'm going to go tend to my waffles, and we'll be back with the finished creation in a moment. So welcome back. We are in my studio, I guess you could say. This is where I take all the pictures of the food that I create for Instagram that I then post to Twitter and Facebook, and sometimes on the blog if somebody asks me for a recipe for it. So today, you're going to get a first-hand look at my studio on what those waffles look like and how they came out. So as you can see, you've got kiwi and banana sliced there with some blueberries, honey drizzled on top. Take a look at how the waffles look in terms of the chocolate that's in there, the peanuts and almonds that are in there, as well as the chunky bananas. And let me tell you, folks, it smells absolutely incredible. I mean, I really need to end this segment here, right now, so that I can get back to eating these delicious waffles. But thank you for joining me today. A little crooked, I guess. Thank you for joining me today at cooktraineatrace.com's kitchen for these terrific banana, chocolate, peanut, almond waffles. And hopefully you like the recipe. And we'll keep coming back for more. And don't forget, this is a great recovery meal too. So keep on swimming, biking, and running, folks. We'll see you in the kitchen. Thanks.